6:19 p.m., Wednesday, September 18th, 2019, episode number 743 of Oh Yeah Dude. My name is Jonathan, and this is Seth. Hello, Seth.
Episode 743, Oh Yeah Dude, America through the eyes of two American Americans, America's first comedy podcast.
Well, I mean, first good one.
First, trying to just, you know what it is?
America's only comedy podcast.
There's a lot of things it is, Jonathan. But when you're a man and you're doing a podcast and you're at 13 and a half years and you see all of these new podcasts and you say, hey, we were the first. Jonathan invented this. We're America's first comedy podcast. We did determine that, right? Didn't we try to go back and see anybody else that was still
Standing?
standing?
So we get credit for being the first if we are the longest?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with it and just wait for a cease and
First
desist.
living,
or
first
only
still,
living,
only living original comedy podcast. Still living.
Damn it.
It resembles something from a Hollywood movie, but the Los Angeles Police Department hopes a high-tech robot can kill bacteria in a police facility the state declared unsanitary. Police Chief Michael Moore unveiled a robot that uses high-intensity light to kill germs in rooms and another device that uses ultraviolet rays to kill germs on shoes. The LAPD is the first police department to use the robot. The, quote, Moore said, quote, the cleanliness and safety of this facility has always been a challenge and a concern of LAPD. Why aren't they mentioning where this place is? The deployment of the robot called Light Strike and the shoe sanitizer called Healthy Soul. Light Strike definitely won out in the name department there. Comes after officers fell ill last month and state officials levied multiple fines for rodent infestations and other unsanitary conditions. Oh, here we are, at the Central Division Station. Officers there are responsible for Skid Row and other parts of downtown Los Angeles. Light Strike costs $110,000 if you feel like buying yourself something this holiday season.
Start those Christmas shopping right now.
Healthy Soul will only run you 5 Gs.
Seems fair.
Should have those at the entryway of every fucking building in
Every
America.
building in the United States, done. Healthy Soul. If you go to a building tomorrow and there's no Healthy Soul,
Don't go in.
don't go in. Stop. Say, do you know what Healthy Soul is? It's like the defib. I don't know how to pronounce that word. The defibs.
They need it everywhere.
You need it everywhere.
Yeah.
Walk into a building. Excuse me, before I go through this vestibule, I need a defib and a Healthy Soul.
Yeah.
No, goodbye.
If you have a fucking fire extinguisher, there's no reason why you shouldn't have those two things too.
Done.
Fire extinguisher, defib, Healthy Soul. What if we made a product that's all of those things in one?
And an individual mint. Something for the breath.
So it's what about a breath checker? You just take a mint.
Assume it.
Just assume your breath is
Assume
a little
that
rank.
you need a
You need a mint.
sugar-free mint. Assume it. So combine it.
A stevia mint, Healthy Soul, fire extinguishing defib.
Oh, I can come into this building now
Thank you.
and pick something up. I'm not sure what. Documents. What's up with your police station's a bit unsanitary.
Well,
You guys are all...
It's a rough area.
I
Probably
guess.
dealing with a lot of dirty people.
Okay.
Skid Row's got a lot of homeless, and it's
Okay.
not pretty down. Just ask fucking little Donnie Trump.
He was down there?
He's just down there, or at least his people were down there. I think
Better have a fucking-
he stayed like at the Ritz or something, or not the Ritz,
Yeah,
but
Healthy Soul down there.
I'm sure there's maybe a lot of foot traffic that's probably literally that bare street feet traffic kind of
Okay.
stuff. So I would say some type of a cleansing tech would probably be a good idea.
All right.
Are there mobile showers like
Probably not.
for the homeless? Like, I thought I saw one the other day. It was like a converted like semi truck, and it was in traffic, and I drove past it, and I kind of wanted to swing back around because what I thought it was like we pull up in like a fucked up area and be like, here, like free showers, like things like got solar on the top, runs, and I was like,
12
that's
different
fucking sick. I was like,
Privacy stalls, great idea.
I mean, they do it for, spaying and neutering cats. Why can't we do it for
Take a quick
the
shower.
human race?
Well-
I would hope that exists.
Probably doesn't. It's a good idea, so it probably doesn't exist.
I always wanted to thought that they should put and all water fountains, bubblers
Yeah.
in the city should have a foot wash at the bottom of them
Little foot pedestal for the feet, just a quick rinse
to wash your feet. If you want to wash your feet,
if you want to wash your feet.
or if you need to wash your feet.
Maybe you need to. Okay.
Felt like a good service to provide for people who need such a thing. Maybe don't have a place to do that.
Okay. I like your
Mobile
converted- I
showers.
like your mobile
I'm
shower.
pretty sure I saw it, but I want to know
that's
what it is because I would
full
like
service.
probably like give them money or invest
Turn
or
the water and get like
donate to them.
2 minutes. Go.
Probably more than like 3.
2 is fine for all of us. People love these 11-minute showers. I think in there. Do you though?
Yeah, I do.
I think in there. Well, think like with the water
Also,
not
I have
running.
hair. I have a long hair,
Because it takes you 2 minutes just to lather up.
and I let it sit.
You got to let it condition. I need 41 minutes. Sorry.
I'm thinking.
Hey, I'm thinking in here,
Sometimes I just sit at the bottom of the bath for a while
crying.
and let the shower kind of the
Get
weight
to you.
because
Takes
the
a
water hitting you at that lower level, it's heavier than because it's gained momentum.
You need more of a speed for cleaning, velocity.
Then when I'm rinsing, I get up in there to rinse. But when I'm
But
just
when you're
soaking,
lathering, you lay all the way down on your back.
I just let it
I hope you don't.
just let it hit my
You
belly.
okay in there? I'm thinking. You've been in there for 41 minutes.
No.
Yeah, I know. I have a lot to think about.
I probably
every
take
morning.
what are they? 7 to 10?
That's a long time.
But I only do them once a week.
Once a week, it's
No,
okay.
is that a long time?
That's like 10. I don't know. I'm thinking 10 minutes seems like someone would be like, "Are you all right?" If the loved one was near and they noticed on the television, just sort of they were changing the channel, the time came up 8:01, show's starting, and then at the commercial they changed channels and it said 8:11 and the water was still running, they would turn the volume down and be like, "Are you all right?" You'd be like, "I'm thinking." They're like, "Okay. Yeah. That's a long time. For one body, one human body?
That's a big body with long hair.
It's a healthy body with long hair. I'm going to...
Exfoliating, undercarriage,
Yeah.
condition, wet brushing.
Okay. 10 minutes.
7 minutes.
Okay.
Okay?
Maybe not.
Are you literally, do you time yourself? You creep?
I don't have to.
3 to 4?
I would say my business is handled quickly.
Dog, you can't be getting things
Dog,
correct.
I am lightning fast.
You're not getting in on
Camera
that
ready,
scale.
lightning fast,
You
under
are not
5.
getting in that scale properly. I'm telling you.
Means how
There's no
dare
way.
he. How dare he.
There's no way you're getting deep cleansing penetration
into
if
the
you're
scalp.
no, no way.
Deep
What
DCP.
temperature are we talking about here? Do you take a searing hot shower?
Oh gosh, no.
No. So you take a
Ice
freezing cold 3-minute
Freezing
shower.
cold.
So you're like living in
Yeah.
jail.
Just
It's like
remind
being
me.
in jail.
Never going to get worse than this moment. So I start every morning because then I know it can't get any worse than this. Ooh. I'm going to read you a Playboy advisor. They have an advisor. His name's Dr. Chris Donahue, certified sex therapist, director of clinical education for the Sexual Health Alliance, host of Loveline.
Since when? Since Drew left, I guess? He replaced Dr. Drew is now Dr. Hugh?
I don't follow Dr. Drew in any way, shape, or form, so I would not know. He also does a podcast with Amber Rose, the Amber Rose Show with Dr. Chris. This is a doctor that understands sexual health, body positivity, and sexual health. He's about not labeling things. I read an interview with him. Yes, he's on Grindr. He's on Scruff. He loves to suck men's dicks and fuck men. He's not gay because that's not what he's about. Not about labels. Yes, he did explain what he does. It's all good. It's not, no, I'm not gay. Yes, I do these things. Don't want to put a label on it. Right? Why do you have to?
I don't know, maybe just for logistics.
Why do you have to?
It's just, I think clarification's
Why?
sake. Well, what if you get into an accident or something and need to know on a need to know basis? What if you get
That's how you answer.
What if you go nonverbal for a
What's your
while?
sexual preference? Let me just say this. I have accounts on Grindr and on Scruff. I passionately suck dick and fuck men. You tell me. Well, you actually don't tell me
I'll tell
because that's
you.
the whole point. I'll tell you.
But I won't.
But I won't. I like it. Now, what do we got? Let me find his question here. Shit, let me.
Oh man,
Here it is.
It's fucking amateur hour over
Question.
here. The question that is being asked of Mr.
Somebody's
Donahue.
written into the Playboy Advisor. That's Dr. Chris. I got a question. My sister's boyfriend recently relocated from Chicago, where they were living together, to Boston, where I live, for work. As a straight woman, I find him immensely attractive and have had many sex dreams about him throughout their relationship. Now that we live in the same city, he constantly texts me to hang out. I don't trust myself around him and have gone to great lengths to avoid contact. My sister wants to know why I won't help my boyfriend settle in. It's actually causing me a lot of stress. What do I do?
Oh fuck.
KH, Boston, Massachusetts.
Oy.
Pretty much she cannot stop thinking about him, dreaming about him in the night, and then consciously thinking about his body in the day.
Yeah. Well, you can almost guarantee that he's doing the same thing. So it's
funny you say that.
It's problematic.
I'll read what Chris says. Why do you think you wouldn't be able to control your impulses if the two of you were to spend time together? I suspect you're harboring some hope of a future in which you two end up together. Sorry, but he isn't interested in having sex with you. Oh, Dr. Chris. Oh, fucking Chris, you done fucked up right out the gate in your first Playboy Advisor. Oh, I hired you, but you're wrong.
Who?
You're great. He's great. I looked him up. This guy is like, he's a top, but yo, Chris, you fucked up.
I don't know who let that through.
Oh, Chris, Jonathan says you're 100% wrong. Seth concurs. You might be wrong. Not that you and I are licensed certified sex therapists.
Yeah, but we're right.
We are.
We're not wrong.
Sorry. He isn't interested in having sex with you.
Why are you speaking for him, first of all? Second of all, why are you speaking for him incorrectly?
He just wants to spend time with someone he knows in an unfamiliar city. He's not done. Hold on. This is advice in a pretty major magazine, the only magazine, as far as I'm concerned.
The only magazine left.
Your anxiety is par for the course in cases of unrequited love, but don't lose yourself in a world of what ifs. Boston is home to many single men you could date. Don't waste your time obsessing over your sister's boyfriend who is unavailable as if he's your only option. He isn't. In the meantime, make this man, a person your sister loves deeply, feel at home without becoming a homewrecker. There are many easy ways to make this work.
Hand jobs.
Yes. Socialize in public or do group activities. Orgies. Don't spend time alone with each other and don't get intoxicated together. Avoiding him isn't sustainable.
That's true.
Should they wed, you'll be running from him till death do they part. Dr. Chris,
A little off base here.
I don't know.
Maybe spend a little too much time on Scruff and Grindr.
Too much time. I always go with the experts. I listen to the experts because they're the experts. I don't know if Dr. Chris has this one right.
I don't think he has it right.
Fuck.
I hate to say it.
I hate to say it.
Does that mean he's trying to fuck you? No. Does that mean he thinks about it? Definitely. No matter what.
Oh,
No matter what.
100%.
It's in
All
it,
he's thought
it's,
about.
Doug, it's not. It's the nature of the animal.
Dr. Chris should know.
It's the same thing as. It's you can't not think about it because it's the thing that you're not supposed to think about. And the fact that you have to remind yourself of that causes you to
Only
have to
causes-
envision
oh,
it.
so it just
so
gets-
it's just you're done. You're
just-
done for.
once-
The only way to deal with it is to
The
accept
second- yeah.
how fucking backwards wired
The
we are.
second your girlfriend says to you, I have a sister, it's over.
Yeah. Before you lay eyes on her.
My mother's still alive and my sister's 2 years younger.
Done.
Your mother's still alive? Oh, fuck.
I just had sex with
Ah,
all
shit.
three of you at
Fuck.
once,
Oh
and
my God.
it's not my fault.
Oh. Sorry.
Whether I would ever do that.
Hey.
Come on.
Hey, come
I
on.
love you.
Love you to death.
I wouldn't
That's
hurt
why
you
I'm
like
leaving
that.
cities. That's why I'm moving to another city because I love you so
So
much.
I'm moving to the city your
I'm trying to
sister
get away
lives
from
in.
you to get closer to your sister.
Keep calling her all the time,
Yeah.
asking her to help me
Hang
settle
out
in.
with me. I don't know what to do here.
Help me settle
I'm in
in.
an unfamiliar city. What does that mean? Budapest? No, Boston. Oh, okay, like whatever.
But
Is there a Chipotle in this city? Then it's not unfamiliar.
the
do you
thing,
have any Chipotles
I
here?
empathize with her because
Yes.
she is obviously
Can't stop thinking about him.
wildly attracted
He's
to
so
this
handsome.
man.
She's dying. She is the first time that her sister said, "Go on this guy's Instagram." I just had a date with this guy. And
She was like, "Fuck."
fucking shit, Julie. Are you serious? Like, yeah, he's even better looking in real life. He's so sweet. You'd love him. Oh, I would? No, I wouldn't. Good night. Oh, he's moving here. Oh, great. It's okay. Dr. Chris says,
what-
don't worry. He's not
He doesn't want to have sex with you.
At
He's
all.
not interested.
at all.
It's never crossed his mind.
It would never. Couldn't happen.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
What could she possibly do in this situation? Because obviously she cannot deal with putting it off any longer.
She can't spend time with him. She won't be. He's irresistible.
See, that's where obviously I think like you're maybe. I mean, the suggestions that he makes towards the end is that you have to be able to deal with seeing this person despite your feelings, and the ways you do that are to avoid situations where you might be willing to go against your better instincts and make a bad decision.
Yes.
Or put yourself in a compromised position to allow something to wildly, unravel out of control and then
So,
be like,
yeah.
oh, shucks. But ultimately you just wanted it to happen. And so you created an environment in which it could, and you wouldn't have to take full responsibility for it. That being said, shy of going out of your way to be like, I can't hang out with your boyfriend because I have sexual feelings towards him, and I don't think that would be a wise decision for anyone involved, which would be a really, really, that's a very progressive, very heady, like, that's a crazy way to go about it. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that, but I wouldn't tell somebody not to do that if that's what they were thinking about doing.
Okay.
But outside of that, you have to be a human being. You have to be a cordial human being to this person who's moved to a new city and is like trying to get with you,
But that smile.
trying to get on you.
She can't be around that smile. It lights up a room.
That forbidden love would be so right.
Taboo can be so taboo. Right.
And then also like no fear because like you're in another city. It's not like she's like in the next room. You guys can just go for
ham.
it. Go ham. You can spend 72 hours straight together.
Oh my God. Get away. Go to New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Go up, get a cabin.
Go to Cape
Go
Cod.
on the lake.
Yeah. Go to the cod.
Oh man, just tell your sister you've dropped your phone and he can make up an excuse. Work.
I
He's
dropped
a-
my phone.
I dropped my phone too. Double drop.
We both dropped.
Work
I mean,
is so crazy. Double drop. Like, oh shit. Yeah.
I wonder how long?
How Dr. Chris gave such terrible advice.
Well, that's just par for the
it's just
course.
par for the course. Just what we come to expect. Okay.
I mean, it's indicative of why the world's as jacked up as it is
Okay.
because nobody knows what the fuck they're doing, and then they're confiding in people that absolutely have no idea what
Yeah.
the fuck to tell these people. That it's so psychotic, it's so wrong, because even if it's so wrong to assume that he's not, because
To just dismiss
we
it.
know enough about dudes at this point in the world that we could just be like, more than likely,
100%.
it has crossed his mind in the last 48 hours,
Either having sex or murdering her. It's one of the two things. Pick.
or a combo.
Yeah. Pick which one.
Is no bueno.
So, yeah.
It's a terrible thing to say.
Well,
That like she's just like on her own on this.
Yeah.
Also, people usually don't. Not going to say always.
Yeah.
But very often, people don't feel that strongly about somebody unless they are getting something back, at least on some type of maybe biochem level.
I don't buy that.
I do.
Okay.
Like you could just be like, if I don't know, in my experience.
On a biochem level.
In my experience, when there is some type of deep, obsessive,
Okay.
crazy attraction,
Yes.
that there is
Molecules are at
something
play.
being exchanged.
Yes.
We don't know.
Fluids.
We don't know about we don't even know if we have pheromones. So,
We don't. Okay.
but something is going on.
Lust.
That it's a
Science.
there's a transfer of energy happening
yes,
there. It's not
there
just
is.
bouncing off of a fucking wall, you know. But maybe that's just me.
Hey, man, I'm just a
Maybe I'm
doctor.
just-
I mean, not a doctor at all. But I was watching NFL Network.
It's probably bad advice to give though. That like if you feel really strongly about somebody, even if they don't tell you that, like they probably feel that way too, which is why you feel so
Yeah.
strongly. Like I'm
You
not.
feel that way because on a molecular level, there's no
They
such thing
feel
as
that way.
pheromones. He wants to fuck you. Okay. My scientist friend told me.
I just don't know.
You just don't.
You can't be a bad sister. So if you
No.
want to be a good sister, you've got to go bowling with this dude, but with like other people too.
Like 100 other people.
And like
All
you got to
the
come
people.
with like someone else.
And a camera crew to
you've got to
document
come
this
with
thing.
somebody else who also you confide in.
Well, no, you can't bring another woman along. She's going to see this guy and be like, oh, fuck you. I can totally fuck
Well,
him.
then maybe if they do
it
it,
off.
then they break up. Then 6 months later, you
You're
can
like, I
fucking get
steal
in
her
there.
back from you, so you lose your best friend and your sister. This guy is very handsome.
Worth it.
NFL Network's NFL's 100 Greatest Plays. Let's watch it. Let's fantastic. Let's watch these 100
Let's fun-
greatest
let's
plays.
fantastic.
Let's fantastic it. I'm reminding my own business. Here comes Jerry O'Connell. Because as we know with everything, you can't just show me the 100 greatest plays. You have to also get 60 people that I hate to talk about the plays. So I can never really truly enjoy anything in my life. Essentially. Because you'll just... Let's get a list. Can we... Because it's really a Truman Show type experience now for me, where they found every person
Well, they're just monitoring.
that I just monitoring
monitoring the show and everything that you.
Oh, Craig Ferguson, he can't. Oh, well, we should. Well, he has
definitely
nothing to do
get
with this.
him
We'll
to
have him come in and
yeah.
yeah, he'll come in the middle of a Bosch episode. Hey, I'm Craig Ferguson. Are you in Bosch? Like what?
He's playing for the Cowboys.
So Jerry O'Connell comes in. It's crazy how we grew up. And my father was a huge Jets fan and also a huge Giants fan.
Not possible.
I know that you're not allowed to do that, but I grew up in a Jets and Giants household. So you're a fucking psychopath. So everything that we know about you, they're like, oh, this person's a fucking psychopath.
That's why.
That's we know now. So thank you for actually being on the show because you can't be those things. So you can't do that. Right? Oh, no, man. It's just how it is. Fucking love the Yankees and I fucking love the Red Sox. I love them equally. Get them, guys. Tie. So you're a fucking psychopath. So the whole concept of what it is, the basis of it, the nexus, the genesis, the ethos, the nectar of the entire thing that we do, it's flawed at the core. So that's your life, that's your heart and your soul, and you have children and you raise them. Well, that's not good. You're doing it wrong. Hey, that's just how it is. My dad was a psychopath. I'm a psychopath. You tell me. Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry.
Guess it's not.
Listen, I love Jizo. I love Lucifer. I love them both. They're my dogs. I kiss them both on each cheek. Equally. You don't like one more? I don't even care which one. You have to like one a little bit more, and you kind of do it on that side. You dress in either all white or all black? No, I wear all gray. I love them both equally, forever and always. I'm a fucking psychopath. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jonathan and I watch your talk show. You're very funny, and you're very likable, and you're very casual, and it's a good show, and it was a good show, and I hope it's on.
Still on?
I don't know. I think they might be getting the test numbers back on that.
I think
You're doing good. We love the Canadian procedural show you're on, and we love this show. And I'm now starting to learn a lot about you. And
well, I mean, I
making
think
me
it's
nervous.
maybe indicative also is like, I don't want to get into that.
Okay. My football game I went to, I was a little off about my. You only need a barcode on the secondary market, because I was talking to people in line that have season tickets.
And they get their,
they
like-
have an actual ticket.
But
with
if
a
you were to
player on
buy
it.
a StubHub,
StubHub, SeatGeek,
you cannot print that out
no, that has to be put into a
digital form.
VR and what's the QR, and you have to show them that. You can't. Yes.
Can't just print that
'Cause I saw
QR
them
out
like, no, that has to come
because
on
that
a
could be
mobile
somehow
device.
doctored or whatever.
So that I was, but because I'm not getting like season tickets. I'm sitting in like the luxury box. I'm sitting in section 443. Like, still fantastic. 5 games at AT&T Stadium, 5 wins. What are you gonna do? Maybe it's me. I don't know.
I was thinking about that actually on the way back.
What, that I've
when
been
I
5
saw
times and
that
they've won
you're
5
maybe
times?
a bit of a good luck charm. Which really means you're gonna have to drop some serious coin if you get into the postseason here.
Well,
If you want to ensure that
Jerry and Steven hear this, they'll know. Oh, we have to have him in the building. Oh, he's 5 for 5. Well, let's make it 6 for 6. NFC Championship. Just the last of our football news. I'm very sad that Drew Brees is very old, and when you get old, your body breaks down. It looks like his body's finally breaking down. Sorry about that.
We'll
so our
see.
anticipated Sunday Night Football
We'll see.
Week 4 matchup.
We'll see.
Sunday, September 29th, NBC. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Jonathan Seth, face to face.
I'll be at gun school.
He'll be at. Oh, you're at gun school. So you won't even get to see the Saints lose to the Cowboys. You'll be learning about the history of guns at gun school. This is a Remington, and you take notes. Again, let me explain to you what I know about guns. I'm holding a gun in my hand. Hypothetically.
You've never done.
Hypothetically, there's a Beretta in my right hand.
Yeah.
I'm a righty. Throw right, bat left. Thank you. That's how my father did
Shoot
it.
right.
Shoot right. A bad guy is
A baddie.
coming at me. A bad hombre. It's really pretty easy. I take the device, I point it at him, and I think from what I've learned, you just take your index finger and there's a little curved thing and you pull it and then it explodes.
It explodes into them.
But you need a school for this.
Yeah.
Okay, so they'll tell you what? Here comes the bad hombre. Put right arm up. Are these people just like dum-dums? Put it backwards and shoot behind me? No. Point it at the bad hombre.
At the hombre.
And then do what? Stomp my right foot? No. Use the index finger that we... But I guess you're going to a school to teach you
Yeah.
maybe there's different types of firearms. Maybe...
Different types of bad hombres too.
Oh, it's a different technique depending on the hombre. My bad. Okay.
I had to figure out something to do rather than watch that game because I'm just going to be too nervous.
Too sad. Which is great because I wanted to... Because when you were on your 10-game win streak last year and you came into my house and I beat you and the world took notice.
I was in Hawaii.
So this way,
So I just like whenever we play, I go and do something awesome, so that if in fact it doesn't work out for me,
so when
I
it
don't
doesn't
care.
Work out, you're living your life.
I'm living my life and I feel good.
Feel great.
So I'm not gonna be like you. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking
throwing your body
screaming.
around. Gonna be with Jerry O'Connell, like looking off. Like the TV's this way. I look this way. Okay. I got a Hollywood game night. Thomas Middleditch from Silicon Valley, bright young man, you'd assume, correct?
I don't know who that is. I mean, I know the show.
Okay.
Which one is he on the show?
He's the
Is he the main one?
he's the main one, the kind of
the one that does all the
nervous guy.
Verizon commercials now?
Yeah. Lamorne Morris, he was on New Girl. Couple of bright actors. Lamorne Morris had absolutely no problem when a name came up. Oh, directed Black Klansman. Oh, directed Malcolm X. Very easily, the person is about to say Spike Lee, but not before Thomas Middleditch comes in and after Black Klansman and Malcolm X, her! Directed her! No, that's the wrong Spike. Oh, no.
But he's nervous.
You're nervous.
He's a high-strung guy.
He's high-strung. I guess you're not acting that much. Pretty much you, because you said it. No, not
but
that
did the
one.
guy get it?
A person,
anyway?
Well, the person got it, and they were just like, Lamorne Morris is black. They're just like, thanks, white guy. Like, that was, like, racist. It's so wrong.
It's not racist.
It's so wrong, it's racist.
It's not.
Oh, Spike Lee, easy. Do the right thing. This motherfucker. Where the
Adaptation.
wild things are!
Adaptation.
You're racist. Adaptation. Okay, you're racist. Oh, so we now know that you're a nervous actor.
Being
who's-
John Malkovich.
Being John Racist. Malkovich. White. What? No. You're racist. It's just.
I hate it.
I hate it. I hate to have to fucking call it out, but it is what it is. It's quite simple.
Nervous and racist.
Nervous, but more racist than nervous, I would say. It's tough.
I could make that mistake, maybe.
You could make a mistake.
No, I
All
couldn't.
right.
I couldn't.
It's tough because the brain, we know from brain games, when you put a timer, you've got it
It's just
out
shit show.
the window.
Yeah. Red light phobia.
Is that what that is?
Just fucking blows it. You blow it when it comes
Man.
down to it. You can go through as many simulations as you want, but when it comes to the
When it
real
comes
thing,
down to
you're gonna fucking blow it.
Because it's nature. It's natural. And you know, it's kind of just like Drew Brees. When you're so fucking old, your body breaks down.
We'll see.
Oh, you're still playing? Dog, you're like in your 40s.
He's 40.
Dog,
He's 40.
dog, are you in your 40s?
He's 4D.
You're still... I have one question. Is Drew Brees in his 40s?
He's 40.
You need to go, dog. I'm so sorry your body is finally broken down.
I don't think you can say in your 40s when you're 40. You're just 40.
Oh, so you're in your 40s? Yeah. And you still play football? Not anymore.
It's just the thumb.
Just tough.
We'll see.
God, you know, you get to fucking 2-0 like me, you get a little cocky.
You do. It's gonna be a fun road watching you
God.
go down this gravel
Game
road.
after game after game, so many weapons. Hit me up, 888-842-2357. Gots to be making y'all crazy.
Yeah, I
Gots to
don't
be
know.
making you haters crazy. It's too bad
2 wins,
about that.
2 worst teams in the world.
Yeah, literally third win this Sunday, third, like the worst team. Gets a little cocky when he beats the bad teams.
We'll see.
Literally 3-0, 3 worst
It's gonna
teams
be a
in
long
football.
season.
You got to read between the lines, though. When your quarterback's 26, not in his 40s, it makes a difference. When you have a young body, strong body. Man,
Best of luck.
it's tough, you know, to be in your 40s. We know. God, could you imagine playing football at this age? I couldn't. I can barely watch it. I get hurt in the living room watching it, which makes sense why that old man can't play no more. In your 40s, huh? Sorry. It's tough. It's tough.
Top 5 most. This is Mercer Make Tomorrow today. The world's largest investment advisor company. The top 5.
Tomorrow, today?
Mercer Make Tomorrow today.
Is that a good slogan?
Yeah.
Make tomorrow.
The world's largest investment advisor company
Well, why-
has listed the 5 most.
Make tomorrow today. Okay. I don't know about that. Make tomorrow. But do I want to? I'm still doing today.
But that's the point. That means you're already behind the ball.
Okay, you want to
already
be
fucking up.
Your investment. You want to be planning for the future.
If you're doing today,
You're fucked.
you're behind schedule.
What about yesterday?
Today?
Yeah.
Well, you're dead in the water.
Make today what you left yesterday. Oh, you're
Figure out yesterday, today.
Get your shit done from yesterday tomorrow. Oh God, your banking is off.
The top 5 most expensive cities to live in the U.S. using the costs of 200 different goods and services in that
Okay,
city.
What would that be? Haircut.
Yeah. Root beer float.
What's a root beer float and a haircut cost in the city?
Hotel room.
Oh,
Nachos.
fuck. Nachos. Root beer float.
Haircut.
Hotel.
room.
Rental car. Dry cleaning.
Massage.
Massage, deep tissue, shiatsu, sports, sensual. How much is? I want to get this shirt dry cleaned. Not in this city.
You gotta drive out of town.
200 services is a lot of numbers to crunch.
Number 5, Honolulu.
Honolulu, yep, right? Because we knew that. We were there. You can't get onions on anything. Oh, you want onions? Oh, that's $9 for onions.
Well, not onions.
What?
Actually, they grow there.
Oh, they do?
Yeah,
What
pineapples,
was it?
onions.
Oh, pineapples and
Avocado.
onions and like turmeric.
Avocados.
Everything else.
Actually, they're starting to grow avocados.
No,
there.
because we have those fucking avocados like footballs.
Yeah.
Let's say ketchup. Ketchup can't cost anything, can it? Oh,
They
you want
import
ketchup?
a lot of stuff.
Oh man.
They import a lot of things, and so you got that markup. Number 4, Chicago.
Yeah, that's a big city, right?
Big- big expensive
they're gonna
city.
Take you down.
Number 3, L.A.
Oh fuck.
Number 2,
We're living that.
Frisco.
Oh, San Francisco. Jonathan, I read all about it. I see it on the news.
Number 1,
I would say probably Manhattan.
New York.
Always is.
New York,
Always will
motherfucking
be.
city. Should be, can be, is,
Will be.
will be forever.
Man, that's a lot of money.
It's expensive to live in those places.
We live in Los Angeles. We have for a long time. That don't help.
I know how
We
expensive.
love to go to Honolulu. We love it.
It's I've noticed it lately a bit more. I don't know why. Just like little things, you know. Oh, let me grab a coffee and a da 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 and a da da.
you don't wanna
They're
do
like,
that.
oh, that's $17, and I'm like,
Oh, like,
whoa,
oh, wow,
wait, I do
wow,
this
wow,
like
wow.
3 times a day.
Wow. Oh shit, that's adding up. Mm.
Yeah, it's it seems like there's maybe been a bit of an uptick recently.
I don't think
here.
it has to be. I think they got there. I think they're pulling something in these places. I think.
Well,
they're
I mean,
like-
obviously they're pulling something.
They're
They know
pulling
it's
something.
there.
Oh, they know
If no one was buying it, then they'd lower the price.
Exactly.
So I mean,
they say to you like, yeah, that.
Oh, yeah, milk.
Well, L.A.
LA milk.
L.A.'s 2 letters in Los Angeles, and right, City of Angels, and angels are heaven, and heaven's beautiful, and it's everlasting. Oh, you want everlasting life? It's $17 for a coffee and a donut. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Go to Honolulu then. Poor. It's tough, but we're doing our best. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. Man.
I mean, the money's there, so somebody's got.
Well, yeah,
somebody's got to grab it.
It's there, and yeah, I guess that's It's when you're not grabbing it, it's a little annoying. But I guess you are right. Some people are grabbing it. I mean, they're like bending the rules and stepping on people to
completely
get it.
crooks,
They're doing
but-
it the wrong way. But I guess for them,
It's the right way.
they're getting it.
Damn
it.
Harper's Index. Speaking of money, portion of U.S. gay and lesbian adults who are out to most of their friends and family members is 3 out of 4, or 3/4.
3 out of 4. Okay. So for every 4 people identifying as bisexual, 3 of them.
Homosexual,
Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say?
gay and lesbian.
Gay and okay. Say that. Oh, I'm so sorry. So if you
3 out of
identify
4
you're
gay and
same-sex
lesbian
oriented-
adults who are out to most of their friends and family.
It's 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4. The number of bisexual adults who are out is 1 out of 5.
All right. You got 4 people that identify same-sex oriented. They're lesbian. They're gay. Basically, for every 4, 3 of them are like, oh yeah, everybody knows. The people that identify as bisexual, it was what?
1 out of 5. 1/5.
You add an extra person, 5, and only one person's like, 4 of them are like, oh hell no, no one knows. Keep my shit under wraps.
Yeah.
Crazy DL. No one knows.
Percentage of U.S. bisexual adults
I'm listening.
who are in relationships with partners of the opposite sex is 88%.
Okay, so somebody that
Identifies as bisexual, but is in a relationship with a
member of the
partner who's a
opposite
member of the opposite sex,
it's
aka, a hetero-looking relationship.
from a. If I was driving by, I saw, and they were holding hands.
Hetero couple.
They're holding hands.
88%. So what does this mean?
I don't know. You have to tell me.
That means that 88% of bisexual people are in hetero relationships, and of those, 1 out of every 5 or 4 out of every 5 aren't
Zipped out. No.
aren't letting anyone involved, aren't telling people that they are.
Wouldn't tell.
So that means that there are several people, not several, there are a lot of people in relationships with bisexual people, and they aren't aware of it.
Oh, you think they're not telling the actual?
Absolutely.
They're not telling the
Why bother?
The partner that
We're
they're
in a
being
relationship
physical with.
So I'm not bisexual at the moment.
You don't need to know
I'm
what
not being
I do.
bisexual.
You don't need to know what I do. I should, but do you?
Do you?
Ask Jonathan. I want to rope Dr. Chris in on this one.
I mean, he's gonna have
saying,
some theories. Let me ask you this.
We're still here.
I know.
Okay.
You being with, if you were with a girl and you found out that that girl had been in a relationship with another female in their past and hadn't told you, would that bother you?
Yes.
Why? Because you're a nosy son of a bitch. But besides that, you want to know about the dudes that she's fucked,
No.
but you want to know about the women she's fucked.
I wouldn't want to know in detail. I would want to know
That she's had gay sex.
I would want that aspect of this partner that I'm intimate with. Yeah, I would want to be privy to that in terms
privy
of
to the
our
fact
intimacy. That's a
Something you could think about when you were having
strictly based on just
something you could keep in mind when you were having intimacy.
No, I think that's germane, in my opinion, to a person's overall
Essence.
And that would be something that I would.
But is it technically any of your fucking business? I mean, not that it's
Yeah,
now we're talking about somebody who is currently not interested in other people, only interested in you. Blah 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 blah. So we're talking strictly about something that, for all intents and purposes, is in the past.
Well, being in a
You would categorize it along with other types of information, like what her father did for a living.
I would. Oh yeah. Have you ever been arrested? Did you?
Have you ever been arrested?
Yeah.
Ever had gay sex?
What did you? Yeah. Well, just in the terms of in a relationship that you're having where intimacy is a very key component of that, and the open.
But hold on a second.
Yeah.
What about if it wasn't a relationship? What if it was only sex?
I don't know if. What was the question?
If the person had, I'm not saying you wouldn't want to know. Of course, you'd want to know. You
Okay.
want to know everything.
Yeah,
But
with my partner,
is there a problem? No, you. Period.
Oh, yeah,
Doesn't
yeah,
matter.
sure.
Just it's in your nature.
Yeah, imagine. Yeah.
But I'm saying, would it be more significant to you to find out that they had been in a relationship with a member of the opposite sex, or if they had intercourse with a member of the same sex? Excuse me. Meaning, would you be upset if you found out that you didn't know? Basically, you would be.
Yeah, if I found out that the person that I'm with, that I identify that in my estimation or within the context of our relationship identifies sexually in a specific way, would I think that having a relationship that was.
But what about just sex?
What's the question? Would I get mad, or would I just want?
I mean, I know you'd want to know.
Crazy detail oriented.
Right, but just because you are doesn't necessarily mean that someone that's with you should have to be.
Well, if you're with me, I'm currently in a relationship. I demand a lot of communication and honesty and detail.
Well, but when it comes to somebody's past, don't they have the right to decide whether or not they want to tell you that?
Yeah, you don't know what your partner, somebody that you're intimate with, you only know what they have told you. You don't know if there's things that they have withheld. I would think that within my relationship that there's a sense of trust and comfort that would make something like that. The idea of that being withheld, I would find something odd about that, just in terms that this is a safe space, and so withholding that I would take offense to that I had somehow made this my partner feel as if I was not providing place of safety.
That has nothing to do with you. It could just be that they don't want to talk about it.
Totally.
Or that it has nothing to do with you having done something wrong, but that this person chooses to have had an experience that they don't want to talk about, or that they don't want you to know about for whatever reason. But more than that, I think I'm just trying to think if I give a fuck anymore. I definitely at another point in my life, it would have been like a deal breaker.
Well, yeah.
And I don't mean a deal breaker like I can't be with you because you had. It's I can't be with you because you didn't tell me, because it makes me insane that you wouldn't tell me that. But why maybe have been so adamant about that at some point in my life, and I'm not now, where I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, if you want to tell me, tell me.
Okay.
If I've done something like you're saying to make you not feel safe to tell me something that you might want to tell me otherwise, then by all means, then there's something to talk about. But if there's something that you've done that you don't want to share, and I'm not saying that you're not respectful of that
with you,
but in this particular situation, for some reason, the same sex thing, I think for us still pops up as sort of that there is a differentiation.
Okay.
As opposed to like, I think I don't know if it might
just be
if it's hetero or if it's male or what it is that's like, whoa.
Well, you're in a relationship. I'm in a heterosexual relationship with my partner. So, and I at this point know this woman as someone that for some time is identified as a heterosexual woman. I can assume that.
Assuming that they
a lot of dicks.
But assuming that they're heterosexual, or that that they're just
that they're not that it's fantastic, it's bad, it's that there was I've seen 25 dicks, and then for 3 months I've had that one vagina. You would assume that
want to know all about it.
We want to know about this French vagina.
Yes, this very, very French
trip to Toulouse.
Yes,
this country, this picnic,
northern Italian,
it's crazy,
Italian Alps.
But yeah, it might just be that. I mean, that it's an outlier. That it's of interest. It's intriguing. It would be like if you had a crazy good story about that sounds bad to say that.
Well, because you're like going to trivialize it with like,
I met
Shaq once.
That time that you and Shaq like drove up the coast. It's the same as that. My intimate relationship.
I know exactly
with
what you
Valerie.
mean. That it's an outlier in that particular instance. In this scenario that we're talking about.
I mean, if you're talking about a heterosexual woman and she was in a relationship with a heterosexual man who presented himself as a heterosexual man, she's assuming in his life he's had sexual intercourse with women. If there was his 3 months, when he was living in Baltimore and he fell in love with David.
But there's a lot of that in this world, I bet. That especially I think amongst men.
where they've
They've had homosexual experiences that
they're
they
not-
absolutely do not divulge.
Okay, I guess that's it. That's
I mean, some of them actively having them still.
Oh, okay.
But I would say, not just thinking, but just saying, for the sake of just not dealing with this.
This is like,
because
we need
it's
a
not
Dr.
like it was
Chris.
like a thing that I did, and yes, like I don't,
let me
it
just
was,
say then,
but I'm not gonna.
888-842-2357 would totally need.
For the sake of not dealing with the
Please, if
which
you're-
is, I think,
if you're a woman
bisexual
that's-
people are in essence,
Yeah.
in that instance, the idea is that the assumption I would make is that coming out as gay
Yeah.
could be far more polarizing to a family member or friend or loved one that
Well, it
wasn't
seems like-
down with it.
Seems like bisexual is more polarized.
Right.
Less
So
people
if the concept then is that more gay people than bisexual people are out, is it because bisexual people can more easily, for lack of a better term, hide under the guise of heterosexuality?
Okay.
Which is because it is in part true for them that
Okay.
they are attracted to members of the opposite sex. So why go through the trouble
getting less maybe social
of
pushback
getting ostracized
Okay.
or whatever when they can just kind of, we
definitely need.
I'm just saying that
Well, we need-
that is that the
888-842-2357. We need everyone to call in.
is it that it's like I don't want to deal with the possibility of this getting shitty, and since I can still present myself in this way, that I'm just going to choose not to deal with it? Or is it that bisexuality is actually potentially more polarizing at this point than being gay or lesbian
strictly
or
just
something
being
like?
like,
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, people with real life, real world experience.
But I would also
call.
think that,
Please let us know.
I mean, what constitutes a bisexual? Is it somebody that like, I had sex with my, roommate in college, and that was the only, same-sex relationship that I ever had, and I've been in several, relationships with members of the opposite sex. Does that make me bisexual? I mean, is the old rule stand in this? The once as curious, twice as queer?
Didn't know that. Then the merch store.
Once as curious, twice as queer. What, or is this somebody that it's like, no, I am attracted to both, that they identify as bisexual, or does their actions in their past define them as that?
Okay.
Does that make sense? Are these people that identify as bisexual and they're keeping that from, or are they people that are clinically referred to as bisexual because they've had sexual interactions with the members of the same sex? It's big stuff.
It's huge stuff. Need some help.
It's big stuff.
Need some help.
I'm in no way, by the way, I was prying into your own mind and your thoughts about that because I'm genuinely curious, and also gauging if that's something, like I said, that at one point, it's not that I don't care or that I don't want to know, but that I wouldn't be like, I guess maybe that I wouldn't be surprised almost at this point if I were to find out, like, there's something that happened that I have chosen not to tell you because it's easier for me not to tell you. And it doesn't change really anything other than it's a factoid about my life that you don't know.
Yeah.
But that at some point in my life, that would have felt like extremely vital information.
Okay.
Whereas to now, it maybe doesn't feel so vital to me.
Okay.
And I guess that's why I was asking.
Yeah.
And also because like I know you, and I know, how much you require to know about my life, much less somebody that you were with. You are.
Yeah.
That is it's a
Core
component of who you are as a person.
Yeah.
And that is, So I was just that I wasn't remotely judging that in any way.
I know that.
I was just curious.
Got my season finale of The Hills. Brandon Lee, a wonderful addition to this cast. Don't know if he has really.
Bruce Lee's son that's dead.
That's Tommy Lee and Pamela's
the one that
son.
knocked out Tommy.
Yeah.
Don't talk shit about my mom.
Don't even know why he's on the show. He lives in Malibu, and they've tried to tie that in. Like, yeah, he ran into Brody at a Starbucks like 2 years ago. So they're like, they're friends.
But
Like,
he's
just
cool.
lovely young man.
Yeah.
He's breaking up with his girlfriend. They're on the pier. They're down at the beach, and I think this might be it. This could be the end of this relationship. She's pissed.
Is the girlfriend part of the cast, or is the girl?
She is
I mean,
appeared.
she's
She
but
is
she's
appeared.
not a
No.
prior part of the.
No,
yeah,
no,
they
no.
didn't tie
So it's
him
just-
in that way.
I was nervous for her right from the get.
Yeah, you're like
Oh,
you are getting
Ashley,
chopped.
Ashley, you're gonna get chopped. This is Hollywood.
They can't pay you next year.
Oh shit! It'd be so much easier to just have him be single. He's Brandon.
Brandon forgot. It's Brandon. It's Bruce Lee's son. For
You're
God's sake.
literally the best actor, and like you should get a Grammy. And she stormed off. And that's her. That's how we say goodbye to her. I felt so. I'm like, that's how we're. Oh, Ash, bye.
How old is he? 20 something.
Young kid,
Good
handsome,
looking?
great looking kid,
Comes from a good looking couple of parents
good
there.
stock, man. Just living in Malibu. But I thought him and Ashley had something. But Ashley said, "You are literally like the best actor. Like you should get a Grammy." I'm out. But I did it like that. Did it because I didn't know it was the middle finger. I did the shaka bra, bitch. Oh, Ash.
But he's coming back next
he's
season.
coming back stronger than ever. Single. Looking to mingle, I guess.
Fuck.
Yeah.
How many episodes of that did you get? What was that? 12?
You know, yeah, it was around there. They dropped a couple on that last one. They do that thing where why is it 2 hours tonight? Is my DVR broken? No, they're just trying to like
Burn them off.
burn this off. Like, put you out of your misery. Get out of here.
Not for you. Heaven. Put you out of your heaven.
I know, I can't wait.
You think it'll come back? Did it get picked up?
Oh, it got picked up.
picked up.
How's that Ken Burns how's that country music doc?
I don't know.
Have you
How
jumped
was
in
it?
yet?
No. I fucked up.
Oh, shit, I told you what
I
to
know
do.
you did. You told me. You were like, Jonathan, you're going to fucking blow this one too.
Fuck.
Seth was like, Jonathan, if you don't start when it starts, you won't ever start. It was just like, you need to watch them as they come out because otherwise it becomes an insurmountable task within 2 weeks.
Kilimanjaro 2 weeks later. What? My God.
I fucking blew it.
It's literally like goes from like a 5K to a fucking marathon. If you what? It's only been 2 days. Yeah, they're dropping 2 a night.
Yeah.
It's like
So it's like
what?
7 more hours you
Yeah,
must
it's a
missed.
marathon now. Good luck. Good job.
Is it over yet?
No, we're only
In the second.
6 hours in of 16 hours.
And how are we so far?
John, and can you jump in now?
Yeah, I could probably burn through, you know,
could do- they-
2 nights,
They're
3 hours
so good,
each.
You don't even.
You don't
it's
know
just-
what's happening.
Yeah, and this was not like Nam, where I had to watch it like under the coffee table. Lights
Yeah, this
out,
is like
full
sort of like
camo.
glorious, like crazy, like
Lights are on, like windows are open. Yeah.
jigging.
Oh, jigging, jiving, gospel. It's like we're all gonna be okay. This is not. I'm not
this
up the
is-
Da Nang River in '67. Like me's and me hiding under the coffee table, watching it, like peeking out. No, you're in. You're okay. I told you though. I said,
I know.
don't let it
You're
burn
like, don't
you.
fuck up.
Don't fuck up, Jonathan.
Don't fuck this up.
Oh, I fucked it up. Should have just called me, been like, done fucked it up. Shit.
Does anyone ever make edits?
Has anyone
Ken
ever?
Burns edits?
Not that I've seen. That'd be
dope.
good.
Like hour and a half.
be good.
I'm like, yeah, I saw it.
Oh, I watched it. Yeah, it was about 90 minutes, right? No, it was 16 hours. Yeah, I totally get it. It was like the Carter family and like Garth Brooks.
It's just, I saw it. Cody Chestnut.
What, you watched the first episode and the last episode? Well, yeah, that's how I do with books. I read the first chapter and the last chapter. What are you talking about? Anything happened in between? Did anything happen between 1933 and 1993? No. Perfect then.
Edits. I do Ken Burns edits. That's my new
It's all
thing.
good.
That's my shit.
It's all good. Hank who? Oh, Hank Williams Jr.? Yeah, I know him. Well, if there was a junior...
What about Hank Williams?
Oh, I'll get it. Oh, man.
That's good shit. USA Today snapshots. High and low days for fatal car crashes involving daydreaming.
Oh, boy. Let's
Kind of take it down
take
a notch.
it down a notch there. You said fatal, right?
These are fatal car crashes involving daydreaming. How do they know that the person was daydreaming? Can they do some type of
Because if you kill somebody, you feel so bad. You're like,
I was daydreaming.
I have to admit
Sorry.
it. Oh, they're dead? Oh, fuck. You don't even know. I was on the stage at the Grand Ole Opry, and my song had finally. What are you talking about?
I'm saying what I was thinking
I
about
was
before I
thinking,
killed
dreaming
that
in the
person.
day.
This is an Erie Insurance and Institute for Highway Safety analysis of fatal car crash data from 2013 to 2017, housed in the Fatality Analysis Reporting System. That's FARS, Fatality Analysis Reporting System. The highest days for fatal daydreaming car crashes are Saturdays in September. So like when I'm driving to gun school.
It's terrible. Yeah, with Earth, Wind, and Fire on, and you're just
Fantasizing about pew, pew,
like you and Dan
pew,
Bilzerian, just like in the desert, like look at all these models behind me. I'm learning. Like, oh.
The lowest are Tuesdays in February.
Highest Saturday night
in September.
September.
Lowest Tuesdays in February. Why?
Fucking weird.
Why though? How do they know this?
I know.
Does that mean the person that died was daydreaming or the person that killed them?
Both. You better hope when you die you're daydreaming, because that's the only way to. Better than going in your sleep.
Absolutely.
You know?
Dying in mid-fantasy. Mid-conscious fantasy.
Yeah. We win! Spike the ball. End zone. Ooh. Yeah, way better.
I don't know. I don't know how they tell these things.
Ma'am, you killed him. Oh, fuck. Let me tell you what I was dreaming about.
But let me tell you what I was thinking about.
Oh, you daydream? Check this one out. So, I'm at the board meeting. I'm running the show.
Realize I don't have any pants.
Wait a
on.
minute. Where are my pants? Is that my principal from middle school? Was he doing
that's a dream.
It was a hostel merch.
It's
Oh, that's
a dream.
That's a
Daydreams
dream.
are different. Daydreams are like
okay. What's a
daydreams are
daydream?
like.
What is it? What's the difference?
What are daydreams like? They're
It's not a
different.
dream. I'm thinking about a dream.
You're thinking about dreams,
Like a
but you're
nighttime-
thinking about them in a way because you don't have
If you're
them.
driving
You're
at
thinking
night-
about them the way you
if
hear
you
about
drive
them.
at night, like if it's 2 in the
This
morning.
is Saturdays in September.
You all right? Boy,
Our boy
breakdancing.
fucking
Our boy's breakdancing.
Took a knee. Jeff just took a knee down there.
Fucking took it for Kaepernick. He's out of respect. Till Cap gets signed.
Daydreaming Saturdays. These are daydreaming,
Days.
not night dreaming. This isn't nodding off at the wheel.
At 2 in the morning, because that's
This is
technically
like
nighttime.
sun
oriented.
out, guns out,
Yeah.
dreaming.
Okay.
Thinking about
So my scenario.
thinking
is
about like
so what is it?
meeting somebody and them like being like, I absolutely want to hear your ideas about that
Like,
thing, and then like,
meeting Jose
let's-
Canseco. I actually want to hear your ideas about the Bash Brothers. What? Daydreams are weird.
they're weird.
So a daydream is meeting a hedge fund manager
An ex MLB major who
wants to hear your
wants you to
idea.
date his daughter.
He wants to hear your idea.
Yeah, or like oh, he broke his hand. He can't play guitar. Like you got to sit in with
You
us.
got to sit in with us.
And then like you're like,
Oh my God, he's shredding. That's a daydream. A night dream is more like,
the same thing, but you
you
don't
are-
have pants on.
and you're in the original Grateful Dead,
Yeah.
playing next to Jerry.
yeah, but no pants.
This is with no pants on. Okay. Either way, you're honest.
nuanced.
You come right out and you just say it.
I was daydreaming.
Are they alive?
No.
They're alive? Oh, it wasn't me. I had my seatbelt on.
It's
My
their
hands
fault.
attended. Oh, that family's dead? Okay, well, listen.
Truth be told,
Truth be told,
I was in a board meeting.
it's really crazy. Like, you've daydreamed, correct?
Tim Cook comes in. He needs.
Shit.
I don't know.
Yeah, dude. America's first comedy podcast.
Only first living.
Can we go with that? How do we?
It's a lie, but it's not nearly as lie as most things that most people say about themselves. So,
Okay.
so
Award-
yeah.
Yeah, dude. Award-winning.
Last podcast standing.
No, because there's going to
Shit.
be podcasts.
Still,
That's the thing.
America's
First, I just want to cut through the
America's
clutter.
longest running comedy podcast.
Well, because now my thing is, I got my cards that I hand out all the time. Always trying to hand out cards for me and my dog, Jonathan. I say, you listen to podcasts? Everyone always says, yeah, I listen to podcasts. It's like, used to say,
Oh, it'd be like I don't know what you're talking about.
now all day, just see anybody. tastemakers, people in the know. You listen to podcasts? Yeah. Invented podcasting. What? Yeah, the guy and the partner, he invented the podcasting. They see 2006, it almost makes sense because you say established February 2006, and then you think, I think people think, where the fuck was I in 2006? It takes a second. It's always 4 lifetimes ago. And then they think, well, maybe they fucking did invent podcasting. Because February of 2006 is 38 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's enough to, I think people think, could they invent February 2000? Were there podcasts in February? Maybe he's,
So that's your tactic?
that's my new tactic right now. The partner, we invented podcasting. We're the first podcast. February 2000. February 2006. Yeah. It's crazy, right? I get in my car and it like stalls and it like butters out. And
We invented tiny business cards.
if I had let's say I had a crazy whip. Could I hand the card getting a crazy whip and would that make people be like,
Yes.
okay, I hand the card. I'm in Larchmont. Hey, do you listen to podcasts? A couple. They're walking past. You listen to podcasts? Yeah. I invented podcasting. The couple looks at the card. I get in a super dope whip. I don't know what that is. Would they be like, holy shit, he's in a super dope whip?
I mean, definitely a better chance of them looking it up if you drive away in a super dope whip.
Okay.
I mean, if you wanted to do something for us, you would maybe
I would just
get a dope whip.
Get the dopest whip, and they'd be like,
Yeah.
well, maybe he did invent podcasting. Look at that whip.
Look at that whip. That must be all the...
Well, it must be all the money for inventing that thing. When you invent something, you make money, right? The guy that invented that pillow, he makes money. So he must make money too.
The crackhead Christian
yeah,
guy?
well, the crackhead with the crucifix and the pillows, he did it. That's what it is.
My favorite thing about that commercial is the other guy that when they...
In the
he
mirror?
transforms and he becomes him and he's wearing the shirt
got a
and the
blue collar with the
crucifix.
crucifix. Maybe if I just wore that blue button down with the crucifix and said, you know that my pillow? That's my father.
I invented podcasting.
I invented podcasting. My dad invented that pillow.
The pillow.
I'm from that pillow family. I'm Sean Pillow.
888-842-2357. Hopefully we didn't bore you with my contemplative inquiries.
No, I was quite intrigued.
Tell a friend, write a review of the show. This show is commercial free and advertising free, and the way that we can keep it that way and keep Seth and I thriving and alive and employed
in the third most expensive city in the world
is to
I guess
go to
the country.
go to our Patreon page and pledge to us.
Thank you
by,
so much for doing that.
by doing that. And thank you to everyone who does. You get access to the archives, which are all the past episodes of the show that aren't available on iTunes. Also live shows that we do around the country and discounts on merch. You can also go to the merch store and buy a t-shirt or a tote or something like that to support the show. You can find
You can 888-842-2357. Thank you.
Tell a
everybody
friend.
that calls in. Call in with your thoughts. Certainly on I love on any sort of relationship stuff, sexual politics between man and woman, woman and man, man and man, woman and woman, and all the broad spectrum in between. Share your real world, real life, anecdotal experiences, and yeah, that's the best. Just to get some fucking insight. I hope Dr. Chris calls in.
He won't.
I looked this guy up. This guy looks like this is a fucking.
He'd probably come on if we invited him on the show.
That'd be good. We should go on Amber Rose's. Maybe if Amber Rose.
I don't know if I could.
Chris.
I don't
You
know if
wouldn't
I
be able
could.
to sit next to her. You wouldn't
I
be able
don't
to
know if
control
I'd be
yourself.
able to control
You wouldn't be able to
myself.
control yourself. We have to hold you back.
I don't know if
You
I
would-
could. I don't know what I would do.
Oh, you'd lose your mind.
I don't know if I don't know how. I
Yeah, that's how you'd sound, just like this. You'd be
that's
like-
what I mean. I would be like, I think
just
people would be
staring at her,
watching me
yeah.
like have a
wow.
like just like sweating and have like a meltdown
He really
next to
loves. He really finds her
her. I think
attractive.
he loves her.
It's crazy.
It would be worth it to watch it in hindsight,
To see how you melt.
basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That would be good. It would be because that'd be a frank. I'm sure their podcast is like
Frank.
Those are two.
It gets raunchy.
Raunchy in the best sense of the word.
All right.
And not in a. I think raunchy in an authentic body pause way of like
Okay, got
calling
it.
it like this,
Calling it like it is.
and talking openly,
Got
and
it.
honestly,
Got it.
about the spectrum
Got it.
of sexuality. But it's always good to have different perspectives. We found on this particular case,
Do they have guests on the show?
I don't know. We had a slightly different take than Dr. Chris, and that's fine. I think ours was correct.
He's just
By
wrong.
ours, I mean yours.
He's wrong. It's fine.
Great man.
Good suggestions at the end. Just wrong about one thing.
About the key component of the whole thing. So the basis of the whole discussion, incorrect on. But other than that, you're an advice columnist whose advice is based off a false premise. Not a good start, Dr. Chris.
It's all right.
It's okay. We've gone through in the last 13 and a half years, we've seen a lot of advice given.
Jesus Christ. Get me.
When with a lot of people we hope are okay from the bad advice they were given.
That they took.
That they took to heart and implemented.
I can't wait to meet Amber Rose.
It's going to be great. I can't wait to meet Dr. Chris.
See?
What if I'm looking at Dr. Chris the way that you're looking at Amber Rose and people are like, "What the- these guys are can't talk.
They're fucking mumbling.
they're mumbling idiots."
Come back for 730.
What was this? 740 what?
No. 743?
Is this 743?
Come back for 744.
743, come back for 744. Please tell
Everyone.
listen, I mean, I do it and I do the show. So I think it's okay if you were to mention it to somebody, "Hey, I listen to this podcast." If I'm, I'm bugging people, I'm actually fucking physically handing them something in 2019. That's like, that don't fly.
It's rude.
It's almost downright rude. If it's just a laptop, I just toss the card and say it's a podcast you might like. That's all I do. So I'm not.
You should get good at like flicking people with them.
You don't want to because those cards, they're sharp in the ends. I don't want
know
to
they
cut
are.
anybody. I don't want a fucking lawsuit.
Yeah.
But if any computer's open, it's a simple toss. And then in real life, do you listen to podcasts? Because the answer is yes.
Cut their cheek
And then I
with it.
say, open up your eye, and I zoom. And a bunch of pirates walking around. They love the show, though.
Have you ever gotten a response from anyone saying, "Hey,
I
you
have
walked up to
probably-
me, you creeped me out
How
on the
many
street"?
cards have I handed out, do you think, in 13 and a half years? Thousands?
13,500.
I don't think I've gotten a single comment, phone call, or mention.
If you're listening to the show right now and you started listening
Because
to the
Seth
show because
handed you a
Seth
card.
handed you a card, will you call me?
Please.
Don't call the voicemail. Call me. Call
So
me
you can, like,
directly
laugh
so
about-
I can
you
talk
shit about
for a while.
Yeah, about this loser.
Come back for another episode.
You know what? It's just
744.
I
Dog.
I love the show, and I think it's very funny.
I absolutely
and I think that,
adore the fact that you do
I think
it.
that people, certainly if they like podcasts, I think that they might enjoy it.
absolutely.
And want to incorporate it. It's a healthy, positive thing.
If I wasn't so
laughter is
fucking egotistical and prideful, I would
Okay,
probably
you
do the same thing.
But you think about laughter is the best medicine.
Yes. So you go to hospitals as well
So
and
I
do this?
basically go to Children's Hospital. I was actually there. I was looking at this guy, this donation.
You're too far behind now.
I am so well. I'm at like 65.
It's like Ken
I think
Burns.
He's at 110. I mean, this guy is like.
Maybe we should fucking fuck him up.
Fucking fuck this guy up.
Maybe
maybe
like hobble him.
Fuck him up so unless he needs my blood. So then technically, when he's given it,
You're doubling up.
yeah,
That's the only way you're gonna
that's
get
the only way I can catch up to
the
him.
double donations.
Is to harm him so he needs blood. Say, oh, I'm friends of his because he's in a coma. I would like to donate, become part of him internally.
And then take
then
his
I
and
get-
yours combined, and then
Future, yes, he only gets half. We have to split the donations because I saved his life.
yeah,
Yes, I put him in a precarious situation, but I also saved his life.
nobody knows that.
They don't have to know. Well, I guess they know now, but it's so tough to be so far behind.
We should go talk to him. We should just have a nice stern talk
Just
with
a-
him.
just
Just
a-
tell him to slow it down a little bit.
You listen. You're getting older. I guess he could be Jonathan. He could be 25.
We don't know who
for
he
all
is.
we know. Could be the hell. Like I could be. This is this motherfucker. Model rolling in. Male model jogging in after a workout. Whew. Yeah, I'm 25. I can donate twice as much because of this virile body. Oh, you're in your 40s like that old guy I saw on the TV that broke his hand, the football guy. It's tough for you guys. And I'd be like, I know, man. It's so tough. It must be tough.
All right.
Every time he comes out onto the field, you'd have to think to yourself, how can a man this old be doing something that's so geared for men's bodies that are so much younger and stronger? But what are you going to do?
Yeah, you live and you learn.
You live and you learn. Eli Manning sat him down. Roethlisberger, out forever. Andrew Luck, I can't do it anymore. I'm 30 and my body's broken. Be tough if I was 40. It is. I watched it. His hand got broke. Tried to pick a football up on the sideline and he dropped it like a hot fucking potato out of the oven. That's your quarterback? Hey, the ball he just picked up that you're supposed to throw down the field, he just dropped it like a hot oven potato. Good luck. Meanwhile, God, my fucking quarterback, he walks, he just gets his shoulders back and he looks so, like, is he even 21 yet? Can you drink yet, Dak? Are you old enough to drink at a bar yet? God, you're so young.
All right, we must.
Amazing.
We have
Jonathan, it's been 24 years.
We have to be over.
It's been 24 years. Toy Story was in the theaters. Coolio's Gangster's Paradise on my radio the last time I went to the Promised Land. It's time.
It might be.
Oh, when they win the Super Bowl on February 2nd and I'm dancing to Coolio's Gangster's Paradise, everyone's like, what are you doing? I'm just like, it's all good. Oh, my God. Haven't there been like 5 Toy Stories?
I turned the podcast off minutes ago, by the way, just so you know, no one's hearing this.
All right, he's looking at me. He's like, I guess. Come back for next episode.
Seatbelts.
Seatbelts. That's fucking funny as shit, though.